Hey guys, what's up? So we just made it to the Temple of the Emerald Buddha entrance. We took a boat ferry over here, which is very nice.
It was really cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna just see if we can get the tickets to enter the Buddha temple, and then there's also the reclining Buddha,
Yeah.
plus the Grand Palace, plus the Icon Siam Mall, plus the Asia Tea Riverfront later.
So we have a lot on our schedule today.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to get it all in, and of course, as usual, we're taking you guys along with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we made it inside. We got our ticket. So we're going to take a walk around and see what it looks like. One thing is, when you come, you do have to make certain that you're dressed properly. I remember that. So you have to be in like pants, and you have to like cover your shoulders and stuff. So I was very glad that today I wore something that I could just kind of like pull up on my shoulders so that I wouldn't have any issues, and I was able to go in. So that's something that you need to remember.
Yeah, unfortunately, they'll let us view both the Grand Palace and the Temple of the Emerald Buddha
For the same price. It's 500 baht per person, which is like around 15 US dollars for entry. And you can see like a number of places. Can I see the tickets?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I can let the viewers know. So with the ticket, you can see the Grand Palace, the Temple of the Emerald Buddha, the Queen Sharikit Museum of Textiles, the Arts of the Kingdom Museum, and the Masterpiece by artisans of Queen Siriktik Institute. So you can see all of those, and your ticket is usually valid for 7 days. So it's a one-time entry, but it is valid for 7 days. So you can actually buy the ticket if you don't want to go in immediately. You hold on to it for up to 7 days, and then you get to use it for a one-time entry. I hope that makes sense. So Joseph is like, he's very stimulated right now. But I'm gonna flip the camera around so that you guys can see.
Religious architecture, religion, spirituality, history. I like it. And it's beautiful. It looks like there are depictions of like, I guess, spirits or gods living among the people. You see that, babe?
Yeah.
Look at all of like the intricate details and patterns that they show, like the flower designs and the vine, these and the statues.
наверное, смотреть не помогла. Да, да.
How do they build something like this? How do they erect it and
I think they build it like normal, but I think it's the tiles that they put on that are decorative.
It's just interesting thinking about just the process, how given how intricate everything is.
Well, you can see. Oh no, touchy. You can see that they're like tile placements,
Yeah.
like mosaic or
and they
something.
had glass mirrors here.
So I think they just constructed like a regular building, and then they added, instead of painting it, they added this. Oh, that's really cool.
So should I get you and you get me? Yeah.
That looks like the main golden pagoda over there.
You want me to take a picture of you? Want to take any photos?
Somewhere, anywhere, maybe.
Want to take it in front of the garden?
Maybe the the garden. Yeah.
You want to go up?
Let's take a picture of this. Stunning. Absolutely.
О, красиво.
On n'a pas le haut. Allez, vas-y, je suis contente là. Attends. Bah oui, voilà. Oh.
What is it about religious architecture that looks like it's designed after like a palace?
Yeah, I don't know. But that always happens.
There's always like pillars and
Gold.
guards and
Gold and jewels.
gold and jewels and a throne.
Да, конечно. What is this?
I don't know.
Is it like a depiction of?
Some sort of ruin, maybe.
But you can't.
Like-
It looks like a scaled
Ooh,
version.
Model of Angkor Wat.
That makes sense.
Okay, so I can.
That's what I was saying.
extend this.
It looks like a scaled version of something.
So, in case you guys are wondering, Angkor Wat is the ruined capital of the Khmer Empire, which is in Cambodia. So this is actually not even a Thai structure.
Huh?
Yeah,
It's Cambodian.
it's Cambodian.
So why is it here?
I don't know. Maybe someone wanted to create it. Kind of inspiration. This place is so colorful, isn't it, babe?
Yeah, it is.
This could be quite the inspiration for a lot of art. Or if you're prone to seizures, maybe this isn't the place. Religious architecture is always beautiful to me. It always manages to be super colorful or filled with ornamental designs or geometric shapes. It's interesting. Doesn't matter if it's Buddhist or Hindu or Muslim or Christian. It always manages to fill you with a sense of awe. And presumably that's the idea.
So we almost got scammed when we were coming in. So this is something that people should be wary of. I just wanted to share this. When we were trying to take the first boat to come over, someone kept telling us that, oh, it's closed. It's closed on because of prayer. Locals can't go in and whatever. And then when we actually came to the pier, this guy, he had on a security hat, and he claimed that he worked there for like 15 years. And he was like, "Oh, it's closed. You can go here. You can go
Might have been an
here."
imposter.
Yeah, and then
Might
he
not have
was
been a
like,
security
and
guard.
then he was like, "Oh, but you can take this tuk-tuk, and you pay this amount of money, and then he will drive you around and go there." And I'm like, "Well, we don't really want to go." And then I think he kind of saw that I was kind of suspicious, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not a driver. I just work here and whatever." And I'm like, "Well, we'll just walk." And then as soon as he was finished, this other guy came running over. It was just so confusing. It's like
And he was trying to like drag us away
Yeah.
and just let us know
Yeah.
that he could do the tuk-tuk. And he went
Exactly.
from 80 baht to 20 baht.
Yeah, he kept on lowering it because he realized that we didn't want to do it. But the pier is in walking distance.
And when I realized
to-
how you were feeling about it, you just kind of had to get us out of there.
Yeah, so it's like only a few minutes. So we thought it was like super weird, and they were telling us that it was closed, but it wasn't because we are here right now, you know. So that's just something to be wary of. If you come and you come off at you take like that the pier, the ferry, you have to be careful of all the people on the ferry that are trying
To scam you.
to sell you something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because one guy was even trying to sell us a tour. We were like, we don't want a tour. We don't want an hour and a half tour. We just want to get from point A to point B. And
Yeah.
it's
And they can be
very
kind of pushy.
confusing,
They can be
yeah.
kind of pushy about
It's pushy
it.
and it's very confusing, I guess, because it's so,
Yeah.
it's so touristy.
So just something to be mindful of.
Yeah, just a
Yeah.
little warning. But otherwise, if you can figure it out, it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but religious architecture always manages to be incredibly beautiful. It definitely feels like it's almost like it's treating the gods as like kings, in a sense, where they put them on a throne, and there's like mythical creatures that are like standing guard for them, and there's like servants that attend them. It always seems like that's the case with religion. But it is beautiful architecture, I think. I just find it interesting that it's kind of modeled that way, whether you're in a cathedral or a mosque or a temple.
That's a temple of the Emerald Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
It's the actual temple of the Emerald Buddha.
Maybe this refers to it specifically. I think it's the whole thing, babe.
I think it's the entire thing.
Yeah. So this is the map of it that we just saw. It's like a complex. And it seems like the Grand Palace, kind of giving more evidence to my point, the Grand Palace and the Temple of the Emerald Buddha are right next to each other.
Yeah, it's the same.
So
it seems to be the same complex.
So
Everything is, because when we came in, the ticket says Grand Palace. I think it's the same thing.
yeah. So literally the king and the Buddha are like right beside each other on the same quarters.
Wait, the king lives over here?
Well, I'm just making the point about how like temples seem like they're modeled after a king, and the fact that this temple is right by the Grand Palace further heightens my point.
Does the king live at the Grand Palace? Or does he live somewhere else?
I think he has a residence there. I assume so. I mean, it's his palace, unless it's just his political office.
I don't know.
I wonder if any of these buildings you can actually walk inside, or if it's just for the monks. It may just be for the monks. Yeah.
Wait, where are you catching that?
Looks like they depict these like, I don't know if they're servants or demons or bodhisattvas, but they're like holding up the pillar the way they're depicted. They have like a cockerel here. I don't know if these are supposed to be like demons that they're depicting, or asuras, or if they're servants of the Buddha or the gods. But you see these depictions, right, babe? Of these like spirits, these
Maybe they're protectors?
maybe they're protectors. Yeah. I know sometimes they'll depict protector spirits in almost a demonic fashion. You know, babe?
Yeah.
Like gargoyles.
Demon Guardian.
A demon guardian, it's called? Surya Pop.
Look at this one.
So it's literally a demon that's a guardian.
So I think that's what we saw. We
Yeah.
think it is like it's a guardian of the temple.
They're like gargoyles, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, like how gargoyles look like demons, but they're guardians?
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder what the mythology behind this is. Okay, I got your good side. You just take it.
Oh, do you want to go to let me see what's inside?
Sure, we can.
I think we should get some map.
We were actually on that area, babe. We were on that side. But we weren't in that.
I would like to see this.
Okay. don't know what it's depicting. Interesting. My wife got a map.
Well, it's more like an informational sheet. It kind of tells you like each of the significant monuments that we're gonna see. It tells you what it's called, and it gives you like a little description of it.
Also, this is the actual Emerald Buddha.
Yeah, so it'll probably I have this other small part which seems to be a map, so it might be able to tell us how to get there specifically. So we're gonna fold this part up. I have no idea how I even got it.
Why don't I just hold it, babe?
Oh. There we go.
Okay.
Now you can hold. Where does it say statue of the Emerald Buddha?
It says Emerald Buddha
right
there.
Here. So this is 10. Where are we right now? This is the entrance.
I think we're here.
Oh, but also, babe, the royal office is over here. Cool. So we might need to go that way. It might be this way.
These are some cool statues. Statue of Goddess of Mercy, Guan Yin. I think Guan Yin is also a bodhisattva of compassion in some cultures, like a Buddha of compassion. Are you getting hungry? We'll get some food soon. It's absolutely stunning. So we're gonna go and see what's inside this
Let's take off our
temple.
shoes.
We have to take off our shoes to be respectful.
And your hat. I can put your hat in my bag.
Okay. Thanks, babe.
That's one.
Mm-hmm.
She's wearing socks.
This is also beautiful.
Babe, no photos.
Okay, we have to turn off the camera now because they won't let us take photos inside it. Hey, you guys, so we went inside this building that's behind us. You want to show them the building again? So we couldn't show you what's inside of it, but this is where the namesake Emerald Buddha is. Inside the temple, there's a really large room, and people were meditating before this like grand pillar.
Yeah, and they were praying.
And the pillar was incredibly glittery, and I'm sure there was real gold and emerald and jewels that were on it. And at the very, very top of the pillar was a green Buddha, which I assume is the Emerald Buddha that this entire complex is named after.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so we are gonna wrap up here, and then we're gonna move on to which one?
We're gonna go to the Grand Palace, which is presumably it's where the king resides. We're not gonna see the king, obviously, but.
Well, I thought this entire area was the Grand Palace.
But I think there's an actual royal headquarters that's near here.
But
that is
will we
supposedly
be
a part
able
of the
to go in
complex.
because our ticket said this was the Grand Palace? So it turns out, and we got like super confused. So the Grand Palace is the entire area, and then the Emerald Buddha
is a part of the area.
A part of the area. So we aren't like able to see the Emerald Buddha directly, but we were able to go in there, but we weren't allowed to take pictures, unfortunately. So we are gonna wrap up here, and then we're gonna move on to where?
So the
reclining Buddha.
The reclining Buddha is another temple.
Okay.
So when I thought that the Grand Palace was separate from the Temple of the Emerald Buddha, I was actually talking about the royal headquarters, which is a particular building, and it is a part of this large complex, but I don't think we're allowed to go inside.
Yeah.
So we won't be able to do that, but this is the tour of the Temple of the Emerald Buddha, and we did see the namesake Emerald Buddha inside of this particular building. We weren't able to show you because they won't let us do the photos, but we did see the Emerald Buddha. So we're gonna move on to the reclining Buddha, and then we'll go to the Icon Siam Mall.
Yes.
All right.
And then Asiatique later.
And then Asia Tea.
So it actually seems like there is a Grand Palace. I'm so sorry we're confusing you guys, but we are actually trying to figure this out as we go along. So as we were about to leave the
Temple of the Emerald
Buddha, we saw a sign that said Grand Palace this way. So we were actually on our way there, and then we just went by the throne hall. So-
That's at least that's what the sign says.
Yeah,
The
so
sign
we're
says
just going
Throne
to,
Hall.
you're not allowed to go inside, you can just like view it on the outside. So I'm just going to flip around, show you. That's kind of what it looks like. Okay, and let's go. Let's see if we can actually find the Grand Palace. This might be it. Babe, this looks like a palace.
Let's take a look. It doesn't look like the one that I've seen photos of, but could be a part
But
of
that
it, at
building
least.
looks like a palace.
Babe, all these buildings look like palaces.
No, but this looks like something that someone lives in. That kind of palace.
I want to take a closer look. This could be it.
I think this is it. This looks like a Thai version of a palace in Bridgerton.
Buckingham Palace.
I wish there was a sign.
You know, the Thai people really seem to love the color gold. They line all their buildings with it, like gold and red.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is definitely a palace, baby. It has a palace garden at the front.
That's true.
This looks like a Thai version of something that you see in Bridgerton.
I'm trying to look to see if there's a sign that confirms it. I think you're right, babe.
This has to be it.
This is it. This is the Royal Thai Palace. Oh yeah, it even has a photo of the king. Do you see that?
Yeah. Do you want to take a photo over there?
Yes. I'm gonna take a central photo. Right at the center.
Beautiful. This is a
Definitely
really nice
Bridgerton-esque.
palace, yeah. As soon as I saw it, it just reminded me so much. I am a Bridgerton girly for all the viewers who are super into Bridgerton. Bridgerton is like my favorite show. So as soon as I see anything that looks like a palace, I'm like, oh my god, this is it. I saw it and I was like, this has to be it. It looks like the Thai version of something from Bridgerton.
You know, the building looks to have a blend of traditional Thai architecture and
European.
Western European
Yeah.
architecture.
It does.
Because you notice none of the temples have those columns.
Yes. It does look, it looks like a palace. But they managed to tie in some of their culture with the gold at the top and the roof, the way the roof is done. Do you see like the shape of the roof and the gold architecture at the top, the design? So they managed to do like a really nice blend.
So presumably this is the residence of the king. Or at least what, you know, where he conducts his affairs. Or maybe a combination of the two. But this is where the king resides. Now I listened to this audiobook about the history of the Thai kings, and it's really interesting because they always seem to walk this fine line between this like fine line of neutrality with foreign powers, where during the colonial era they tried to be on good terms with both the English and the French, who competed with each other.
And that's why you said they were never colonized?
They were never officially colonized. Now, they were used by the colonial powers, but they were never taken over by the French or the English. In fact, I believe they tried to use the Thailand as like a buffer between their other colonies, like Vietnam and Cambodia.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the history of that. And to this day, they continue to do that.
So that's it. We took some pictures. We walked around. Of course, you guys are gonna see that it was like super, super cool. This is probably my favorite part of the entire
'Cause it's
tour.
like Bridgerton.
I'm sorry, I am obsessed with all things Bridgerton. So forgive me. I'm sure I'm not the only one.
To be fair, the Temple of the Emerald Buddha was my favorite, but the final place that we're going to show you before we go to the mall is going to be the reclining Buddha. Now, the reclining Buddha is supposed to be a giant pure gold Buddha statue
that lays on its side.
That lays on its side. So we're going to treat you to that. Okay?
All right.
See you soon.
See you soon.